Hello adventurers and welcome back to Tales from Dirtroot Dell. My name is HenriU, your guide to this wild world, and oh boy, do we have a great day today. After building this cozy little starter house of ours, I got itchy for resources. So I grabbed my pickaxe, if I could find it. Yes, I grabbed my pickaxe and went out on a little exploration. I went on a caving hunt for glowly. So as I said, I grabbed my pickaxe and went out caving to hunt for clay, glow lichen and anything shiny that my grubby rhino paws could snatch. Spoiler alert, this trip was wild. In the last episode, on my way to the mountain back there, I found this big hole in the ground. I was looking for a cave, but this is less of a cave and more of a whoa, that's a long drop situation. But those glowberries twinkling down there, oh, they are irresistible. So I dove in to have a little look-see. But let me tell you, lighting up that cave was no picnic. The moment I started placing torches, it was like every zombie, skeleton and creeper in a 10-mile radius RSVP'd to my party. Load of party poopers, I would say. So I am down in the cave, dodging arrows, swinging my sword, and somehow, amidst the chaos, one of those zombies drops a single carrot. A carrot! I mean, who needs diamonds when you've got this kind of loot, right? This carrot, my pride and joy. But seriously, once I got the cave lit up enough to keep the mob party under control, I went to town on those resources. We are talking iron, copper, a sprinkle of lapis lazuli and some redstone for that techie vibe. And even a bit of gold and coal. Oh, and those glowberries and clay in the bag, plus some glow lichen for mob proofing this place. Look at this all, iron for days, copper for flare, and glow lichen to make our base creeper proof. I was living the miner's dream. Until I realized I forgot to use my bundle. Really? Forgot about it? Again? Does anyone that use these things? I swear, they're just inventory decoration. So I walked away with my life, barely, and an inventory stuffed with goodies. I could have grabbed even more, but, you know, bundle brain fart. Anyway, this adventure sets us up nicely, and I can't wait to show you what we are building next. Alright adventurers, check out this place. This is our villager room. A little bit lonely, don't you think? I think it's time to bring some life to Dirtroot Dell. I'm thinking we need to go and see if one or two of those villagers in that neighboring village we found the other day would be willing to relocate to Dirtroot Dell and help me get our little civilization started up. Yeah, let's get some villagers. This is the spot, our neighborly village, just waiting for some new Dirtroot Dell residents to depart. But before we start playing villager real estate agent, I'm a sucker for keeping records. So I want 2 books and quills in here to track our progress. Call it the Dirtroot Dell archives. Problem is, I'm short on leather, feathers, and ink sacks, which I'm going to need to make those books. No books without any of those, right? So let's go hunting for some nearby little animals, or would you rather call them resource sources? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm crazy. Or some days I feel a little bit crazy. I know there are quite a few chicken. I mean, we don't need sheep now. Not now, but there's a little chickie. That one could possibly give us a feather or two. Then in the water, I'm sure there should be. Well, I don't see any squid. But not to worry, I know where we'll find squid. There, in that lake. It was that lake. Hello, Shippy. Ah, squiddy, squiddy, squid, squid. Ah, maybe they're just not rendered in at this distance. But I know for a fact we will find squid in that lake. Let's just get a little bit closer, just a little bit closer to see if we can spot some. Piggies, don't need them. Oh. Wait, squiddy, squid, squid. Ah, there you are. Squiddy, squid, squid. That will be a source of ink sacs. And where's the moo? There's a moo moo. Moo moos are known for providing us with leather. And that's the resources I need, so let me go and grab some. Chasing chickens, wrangling cows, and diving for squid. Just another day in Dirtroot Dell. But I got my feathers, I got my leather, and I got my ink sacs, and I am ready to write some history. And just like that, we've got a record system. I've only got 2 books in here for now, and they are both still empty. Nothing written in either of them, but I guess one will be sort of a record of the villages in here, and in the other one we could maybe start writing down a little bit of the history of Dirtroot Dell. But now that this is done, I think it is time for us to bring some villagers over. I've got 4 beds, but I will only bring 2 villagers because we don't need any more. We can breed villagers as many as we need. And then we are going to need to start building some buildings out here. Maybe a little farm over there for villagers to work so that we can start gathering experience and eventually get a few librarians going so that we can upgrade our tools. Now, I am torn a little bit whether I'm going to do an enchanting table for upgrades or for enchantments, or will I just go for villagers? Both routes seems to be a little long-winded, to say the least. I mean, who's got time to try and re-roll enchantments in an enchanting table over and 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 over, just to get that juicy Fortune 3 pickaxe or Protection 5 on a full set of armor. Not me, I don't. But anyway, without much more ado, let's get to seeing if one of those villagers, or maybe two of those villagers, want to come over to Dirtroot Dell, and let's get them to work for us. So that was an adventure. But as you saw in the time-lapse, we got the villagers here and we've got a little bit of a baby as well. A baby named Chase. I am using a mod that gives all the villagers names. So we've got Nia, we've got Tamara, and then baby Chase. Now, I know this is meant to be a vanilla series, but I have decided to use a few mods or data packs just to give the world a little bit more life. What you also would have noticed in the... come on, where are you going? No! No, go back. You guys. No, what do you think you're doing? Anyway, as soon as the sun sets, they'll go back to their beds. I hope. As you saw in the time lapse, I made this little path down to the docks and built a little dock because I thought it would be easy to bring the villagers up here. But in the end, I didn't. I found that it would be easier to just bring them through here and build a little bit of a pathway for them to follow right through here. This was, I felt, the easier route to get them into their house or temporary lodgings. Now, the next thing I want to do right over here at this area, I'm going to mark out a little bit of space to build our first farm. And I think since the carrots over there is starting to come along, I think maybe we will use two of the villagers to start off with a carrot farm and get the villagers to automatically harvest the carrots, and we will set up a collection system so that we can start making profit from those villagers. Yeah, profit. Shiny green emeralds. And the experience we will get from it is also not too bad. Let me just go and open the door for these villagers. It seems that they are looking for their beds. And this baby now just shouldn't escape. So there we go. One of them going back home. And where's the other one? Is this one taking... Huh. Where is it? Okay, let's see. Are they... Here you are. Now where are you going now? Oh my word, villagers are just the worst. I'm telling you, villagers are the worst. You got it? There's 1, 2. Let me go and just lock them in before they escape again. And then we will get to work laying out a farm and then just build a little carrot farm right over here. So let me do that, well, after, let's go and sleep and then we will do that once the sun comes back up. I did a little terraforming and preparing for our first farm while the villagers seem to have been busy here in their little area behind me. They seem to have made another baby, and it looks like Chase has grown up, and the new member to the family, La Ronda. Well, 2 of you will soon have a job out there. But let me go and show you what I've got in mind. No, no, no. Don't. So I've marked out the corners of the build. Now, this is... I had a look at the chunk borders. As I was saying, I had a look at the chunk borders and I decided that I would like to keep the build within one chunk. So this is a chunk, and over here will be a little bit of farming area. This side will be more farming area, and then I've just marked out the space here where I am going to do the build. So it's only holes in the ground for now, but in the time lapse to follow, you will get a better idea of what I've got in mind, and you must let me know in the comments if you would like to have more commentary over builds. I honestly don't know what to say while building because I'm just too busy. You see, and being a rhino, maybe call me a wild animal if you like. My mind is pretty much one-sided, or one way, or whatever the hell you would call that. But I struggle talking while building things, because I guess I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. But let me know down in the comments if you would like me to do it a little bit different, and then let me get started. And that is the farm done. Quite a simple building if I do say so myself, but these farmers don't need all that much. Now as you can see, the carrots are growing nicely, and our farmer, yeah, Tamara, who decided to take the job, is doing quite a good job. If we go through into the little house and have a look here at La Ronda, and right underneath La Ronda is a barrel, and you can see that we've gathered quite a little bit of carrots so far. Now La Ronda currently is a fisherman, and that's not going to be permanent. Yes, La Ronda, I know you're not going to be a fisherman. Eventually you'll be a farmer as well. But for now, you're standing on a barrel, and it is what it is. I agree. Anyway, so what's happening? Tamara over here is harvesting the carrots. Then in the morning after sleeping, it seems that they do it in the mornings. Maybe let's see. No. Anyway, so Tamara is harvesting the carrots, and then she goes in to the house and try to pass the carrots to La Ronda, and the hopper down here just collects all the carrots. And then what we are going to be able to do is use these carrots to trade with Tamara. And that way we will level up and eventually be able to hopefully get golden carrots from her. But anyway, so Tamara comes here. Let me prove it. She takes the carrot, she tries to give the carrots to La Ronda, and they all go right into the hopper, which feeds into the barrel over there. So quite a simple system, quite a basic farming setup, but that is the best way, I think, to do it this early on in the game. Now, one other thing that I did want to do is start filling out our books here. At least one of them, which we will call, what do we call that? Let's call this book our population register. Right? So I came to this world first, so I will put my name in here as the first member of this settlement. Then on day 851 we brought Tamara over here on day 851, and with Tamara came Nia also on day 851, not 815. Then Chase arrived on day 852, if I remember, and then La Ronda came on day 855. So I don't know how feasible it is to keep record like this, but I don't know, maybe we'll continue with it, maybe we won't. We'll see what we'll see. But now with the first farm up and ready, I think this is where we will call it for the day. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me and you enjoyed the builds, and honestly, please do leave a comment down below if there's anything specific you would like to see, anything you want me to take on. Now remember, just remember, I've said it a lot and I'll say it again, my combat skills are not great. My building skills, I think it's getting better, but it's also not great. But I am trying and I am learning, and while you guys are watching the videos, it keeps me motivated to build more interesting things. Now I think in the next episode I might attempt my very first iron farm. Now I've always been mining for iron, but it's tedious and it seems quite easy to build an iron farm. But that's a project for next time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and it also keeps me motivated. Cannot wait to hear from you. Cannot wait for you to join me again next time. My name is HenriU, and this is Tales from Dirtroot Dell. I'm signing off. Until next time, see you soon.